Yesterday, we talked about the prospect of this being a week of content additions for Modern Warfare, and as of today, well, we've had that confirmed, though strangely, it actually didn't happen today for said content to be coming. Instead, it debuts tomorrow on what is an unusual Wednesday launch, which, again, isn't usually on brand for Call of Duty, but hey, it's content no less. We received a trailer from the official Call of Duty account, which detailed and showcased a bit of the content coming, and then also we got an accompanying blog post to go with it to further detail and clear up maybe some questions, and also introduce some more information that may not be out there. So today we're going to be breaking down this preview of the new content coming and let you know everything you need to so that you can hit the ground running tomorrow and jump right into all of it. That said, let me know your thoughts below on what you may like or dislike out of what we'll discuss here and anything that maybe you'd hope to see in the future added as well, and maybe consider hitting that subscribe button if you haven't done so already to stay up to date with all the happenings surrounding Modern Warfare on a daily basis. That said, let's jump into it. Firstly, let's start out with the free content, the stuff that we'll be able to experience just as a player for no additional upfront cost. This starts on the larger end with two maps coming as of tomorrow, Vacant and Shipment. Now, Vacant is actually available to play now in the ground war map Port of Verdansk. It's the C flag in that 5-flag domination, but this is a simple cutout of what we'll be playing in a 6v6 standard playlist all indications seem to point to. So with this considered, you can kind of familiarize yourself with it before it drops a little bit more if you've played Port of Verdansk, but that's comparable to what you'll see when it drops. I don't think that we'll see the added verticality here on this one based upon the trailer images that we saw. I didn't see any ladders or anything leading up to the rooftops, so that'll be a nice little touch, no rooftop campers, but we'll of course have to wait and see for sure on this one. And admittedly, I think that I'm actually a little bit more ready for this one than maybe say Shipment, but that's just me. As for Shipment, it was showcased in the trailer as well, and we see that it has some verticality now to it, which I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that. That's kind of why I'm more excited for and more ready for Vacant. I can't rate it off before I play it, naturally. I don't want to do that here at this map, but given how I already feel the mounting will be abused, to have another level of that coming in is something that I just kind of have a bad feeling about, admittedly, but it's another map in the rotation at least. One interesting part is that Shipment, though, will be 6v6 standard play compatible, but also will be in 2v2 gunfight, so you'll have the ability to see both of these in two different aspects of play, which I think is pretty cool. One in which you can hash everything out in pure and utter chaos in 6v6, but then also if you want to play it a little bit more strategically or say in a more tense competitive nature, you can jump in and play it in gunfight. So that part I'm interested in playing around with as well. Both of these, of course, like I said, I imagine is coming tomorrow, although truth be told, it's kind of vague on the actual wording for all of this. There was nothing that explicitly said launches tomorrow, but I'd be willing to bet that they do both drop tomorrow. So that's the standard maps you'll be seeing as well, but it's not the only stuff that will be added in. As of tomorrow, we'll see a reskinned thematic change to Docks, now called Overwinter, in which it's a holiday and Christmas themed version of Docks, set at nighttime now, contrasting where it is in the middle of the day in its standard variation here of it. You see Christmas trees, you see Christmas lights, and all things like that. So it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out, and of course, it's something that I think is quite cool. Honestly, I was kind of hoping for Christmas Crash, if I'm being totally honest with you. We saw that within Modern Warfare Remastered. We saw that back in the day as a mod for COD 4's original Crash, but it doesn't seem like we'll be having it, which I think is kind of a missed opportunity given that we had Crash introduced with Season 1 just 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, I was kind of hoping that would be a thing, but it doesn't seem like it will be. Plus the fact that if you want to play on a holiday-themed map, it seems like you're gonna have to go into 2v2 gunfight. This kind of seems like the only thing that we'll be getting in terms of that holiday map, so unless you play 2v2 gunfight religiously, which it's a very fun mode, but I still even don't play it all that much, you're probably the same way. You probably won't experience it as much as, say, if Christmas Crash was introduced. Which, real quickly, while we're on the topic of Christmas, this video is brought to you in part by my good friends over at Scuff Gaming, who, if you guys are interested in getting a Scuff controller for a friend, a family member, or even yourself for the holidays, they reached out to me to let you know that by Thursday is that time you'll want to order something if you want to, in order to get it to you before the holiday. If you're interested, check out the link in the description below, but back to it. Outside of those maps, there are still a bunch of stuff that's free that you can count on coming. Firstly, that being a free gift pack, which outside of the wording of free gift pack, we have literally no information on what this can or will be, but it's going to be given to all players apparently as of tomorrow. If I were to guess, it's probably a holiday bundle of some sort, perhaps a holiday blueprint, maybe like an ugly sweater camo on a weapon, perhaps a holiday outfit, maybe something a bit smaller like a charm of a Christmas tree or an animated emblem of sorts. We really don't have any idea, but I would imagine it's something holiday themed here. But it will be available in the Just For You section of the shop, which to my knowledge will also be introduced as of tomorrow. tomorrow, as it's not currently there from my understanding. So keep an eye out for that one. You'll be able to redeem it for no charge. It's a free gift pack, so that'll be there. Then we end up seeing that there's going to be new introduced game modes through what seems like the next 2 weeks here. It seems like one's introduced up front and then one will be later. Firstly though, Cranked is going to be introduced as of tomorrow, which may be my new main game mode if it's actually populated and it gets people to move around instead of camping, because that's debuting this week and it's something that's a returning game mode from Call of Duty Ghosts. If you guys weren't around for that time, in Ghost, this was a game mode that whenever you got a kill, you had 30 seconds to chain together another kill, otherwise your character would literally blow up. So if you were on a streak and you hit that 30-second mark where you just couldn't find anybody, well, that was it. That was the end of that streak. But the nice part about Cranked is that it encourages movement. It encourages people to actually run around and not sit in corners, which is, to me, I think one of the biggest problems with this game and the current player base and how people play this game. So to be able to see people running around, I'm going to absolutely love. And again, if it plays as well as I'm hoping, definitely will be my new main game mode, and I'm gonna be really sad when they eventually rip it from my game and replace it with something else. Outside of that though, in the trailer, we actually saw that there was Drop Zone mentioned, which there's no ETA given on this one. There wasn't anything that stated it within the trailer, and the blog post that came along with said trailer didn't mention it at all. So I would imagine it's for the next weekly refresh, so as of next Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on when they end up dropping it. And admittedly, I didn't think that we'd end up seeing either of these, so I'll happily take them. We had talked about in yesterday's video that Grind and Capture the Flag were in the menus accessible by all, so it was kind of assumed that maybe we'd get those ones coming, but being that we don't now at this point, it's quite possible those may come in a few weeks. But for now, we do have those new modes that personally, I don't think many saw coming, which I'm cool with. That also means though that we'll end up seeing the removal of things like Infected and Gunfight OSP, and likely the return of standard Gunfight at that as well. The final content that we can talk about that is entirely free and is going to be coming as of tomorrow is that of new Spec Ops additions. We'll have a brand new Operation Strongbox, and then 2 classic Spec Ops missions, not survival, but the missions themselves of Disinform and Bomb Squad available to everyone. Personally, haven't played too much of Spec Ops. It hasn't really grabbed me all that much outside of having to just do some operator challenges, so I might check those out, I might not, but they're going to be there for anybody that is interested as of tomorrow. And then on the free aspect here side, rounding out everything, not starting tomorrow, but starting on the 20th, so that being Friday, we'll see the start of a weekend double weapon XP event. So this will be active from December 20th to December 23rd, so you'll have the entire weekend to grind out any weapon levels you want to get done. So that means that if you're looking to do some camo challenges, you can unlock those challenges much quicker than you normally would, which is cool to me. I'm personally a little bit behind on my regular soldier leveling, so I would have taken a double XP as well, but I understand where that might not be as useful in some cases now with the system that we have in place. But that's it for the free content. Now, there aren't as many paid things, but there's some things that you should definitely know about. Firstly, let's talk about the Nikto Bundle. The next operator that was teased in everything that we've seen so far for Season 1, even that initial startup video that now starts every single time you boot up Modern Warfare, he's seen in there, he's seen in the marketing material, all that kind of stuff, but he's finally going to be coming to the game, but for 2,400 COD points or $20. With this bundle, you end up getting him as the operator and a fixer skin, the Cerulean and Blue Dwarf weapon blueprints, the Negotiation melee skin, the Father Time watch, the Embers calling card, the Masked Watch emblem, the Right Tool operator quip, and the Fix finishing move, as well as a tier skip. All that for 2,400 COD points or $20. And truth be told, Nikto is badass, but what's not badass is that kind of bummer $20 price tag. What sucks is that I think that this is the coolest operator that we have so far in Modern Warfare. I'm not gonna lie, that and the weapon blueprints that come along with it do catch my eye, but I don't know, man. I just get that from a business perspective, revenue needs to be generated, but it just kind of worries me a bit. So yes, sure, we have free DLC maps, no season pass, battle pass that offers free weapons, and if you're interested in buying it, it's 100% your own hard-earned money. Who am I to tell you what to do with it? I guess I'm just kind of forever skeptical with the recent practices in recent years that I'm a little turned off to this one. So this will be a decision that I'm personally gonna have to sleep on, maybe you have to sleep on as well, but Nikto is coming in a bundle. Then we also end up seeing that in the blog post, there's detailed 2 more bundles coming throughout the shop in the next coming week. That firstly being the Holideadly bundle, which is an assortment of Christmas items for 1100 COD points, which value-wise is a bit more justifiable in price compared to the Nikto Bundle, but you end up getting the Snowforce Whiteout Operator outfit, the Solstice Red outfit, the Saint Card 814 and 815 calling cards, the Emblem 595 emblem, and the 2 tier skips along for your battle pass, again for that $10 price tag or so. Then there's also the Bloodstained bundle to round out this stuff, in which for 2400 COD points, that gives you the Pepper Dawn Red Operator skin, the Sleazen and Aspirator weapon blueprints, the Arterial Melee skin, the Tags Denied weapon charm, the Sinister Stare sticker, and 2 tier skips for your battle pass as well, which personally, this one in particular, I have no interest in. I'm not going to do that one at all, but that's going to be coming as well. That rounds out the paid content and honestly rounds out everything that we ended up seeing here as a preview for the Season 1 refresh. So this should be coming as of tomorrow. Timing-wise, I don't know. Personally, we've seen some really weird and sporadic times for updates to go out. Could be around midnight Pacific Standard Time, could be around the standard and normal 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So just keep an eye out on whatever platform you're on. If you guys want to follow me over on Twitter, I'll probably be tweeting about it as well at some point throughout the night if it does happen. So that can maybe help you prompt to turn on your PS4, your Xbox, PC, start downloading it. But that said, it's going to be coming as of tomorrow. So that said, that's where we're going to wrap it up. Just want to fill you guys in on everything you'd expect. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Is there anything in particular you guys are really looking forward to? Maybe not so much. Whatever it is, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a single thing regarding all things Modern Warfare. Updates, news, information, tips, tricks, all that good stuff. We got you covered here on the channel. So if any of that interests you, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a single thing. If you guys also want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected outside of YouTube. Practically live on both those. If you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, that link is down there in the description below. For all that out of the way, thank you guys all so much for watching. My name is Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.